everyone, it's time for a reading update. Hello everyone, it's me, Shelby from Shelby's Crafty Books and Games. Here you can find bookish videos, usually with either a creative crafting twist or maybe sometimes even a video game-ish twist to them. And today's video is one I like to do every Monday, and that is my weekly reading update, where I talk about the books I read last week, what I thought about them, and then talk about the books I plan on reading this coming week. So without further ado, let's get started. So for the week of November 17th through the 23rd, I read 2 books. One was a physical book, one was an audiobook. The physical book was Be Prepared, A Twisted Tale, and this one is What If Nala Was Compelled to Team Up with Scar for a Secret Reason. And this twists the tale of Disney's The Lion King, to where Nala goes out about 6 months after the events of the stampede to find Simba, and she's still a cub, so instead of a full-grown lioness like she is in the original movie. And at a certain point in the story, Scar finds her and teams up with her to go find Simba because he hopefully wants to, take care of any loose ends so Simba won't come back. So I found this just an okay twisted tale. I thought it was cool to see Kiara traveling across the Pride Lands, and because at one point she has to team up with another cub, she realizes things like what her mother has to go through raising her. I did like stuff like that. I did not like that the twist for this twisted tale happened about halfway through the book. I prefer them to happen earlier. I don't really like that. But, and also I wasn't big on seeing parts of Scar's point of view because it's not like he gets redeemed or anything. He just gets kind of left behind at the end. So anyway, I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars. The second book that I read was actually an audiobook, and that was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. This is due to the fact that a little bit, I think like a week before, they released a full audio cast recording of the Harry Potter series, all 7 books, and I wanted to try at least the first book out. And everyone knows what Harry Potter is. It's about a boy who finds out he's a wizard and goes to a school called Hogwarts School for Witchcraft and Wizardry, and there he takes on Voldemort for the first time. So I found I had a little bit of a mixed bag with the audiobook. Some parts were really fun to listen to, especially some of the actors doing the lines. It was fun. And then other parts I didn't like because there would be like muffled voices to kind of like indicate like it's happening a little further away. And it was really hard to hear those things, so I didn't really like that. And I also felt like the sound effects would overtake the speaking parts at times too. But I feel like if I want to keep listening to the audiobooks for Harry Potter, I'll probably go with the old school ones that came out like a long time ago. I just feel like they're superior. And, but anyway, Harry Potter, I really love this series, and I always give it at least the first book a 4 out of 5 stars. So yeah. Now on to the 2 books I plan to read for the week of November 24th to the 30th, Thanksgiving week. I don't plan to finish any of these. I might get the audiobook done, I don't know. But yeah, it's only 2. It's a physical book and an audiobook. I have yet to find a Kindle book I want to read because I've been kind of focusing on physical books. But let's get to that. So the physical book will be Stars and Smoke, and this follows a up-and-coming singer who is tasked with like infiltrating this mafia family because the daughter of the mafia boss is a huge fan of his work, and he is made to team up with a spy from this group that he's working for, and she's going to pretend to be his bodyguard while this is all going on. And it is like a mixture of romance while they're also trying to bring down this mafia family. I brought this up in one of my last tags I did, the Ultimate Fall Book Tag, and said that I would kind of like to see if I could read maybe this before the end of the year. So here is me jumping into it. I've never really read much of Mary Lou's books. I think I've only read one of them, and that was her take on Batman, because there was I think it's still going, a series where they like take DC superheroes and do like a young adult spin on them. And I read her version of Batman, and it was okay. So maybe, hopefully, she does better with her own characters instead of having to try to follow like established lore and canon. So we will see how this works. I'm actually kind of excited for it. So here's that. And then the final book I hope to read, which is actually going to be an audiobook listen, is Dorothy Must Die. And the reason I want to read this is because last week Wicked for Good came out, and I actually had never seen the first Wicked movie, and they had it on Amazon Prime, so I watched it over the weekend. Really, really enjoyed it, and it made me want to read some Wizard of Oz retellings, and this was the first one that came to my mind from my library. So I am going to be reading this, and it follows this girl who is taken to Oz, and there she finds out that Dorothy has returned, but she has become like the ruler of Oz, and now she's like super evil. So the girl teams up with a group of like rebels made up of some of the iconic characters, like the witches of like North, South, East, and West and stuff like that, to take on Dorothy and her friends to take back Oz. And I like that the back of it says that the mission is remove the Tin Man's heart, steal the Scarecrow's brain, take the Lion's courage, and then Dorothy must die. Only you can make Oz a free land again. So I think I tried to read this a long time ago, and I enjoyed it a lot back then. So now that I own the whole series, because it's a 4-book series, I hope to maybe get through the series. So these are the 2 books I hope to at least start this week. Don't plan to finish. Might be able to get one of them finished, because I do have Thanksgiving off, so that's like a full day I could read if I wanted to, in between being passed out from all the good turkey and stuffing and stuff. We'll see how that goes. But I would love to know in the comments below if you are planning to read anything this coming week. And hopefully on Wednesday I will be premiering my review of Alchemized. So look out for that. And I will see you guys next time. Hope you have a good Thanksgiving week.